Donc bonjour, bienvenue au magasin Forbidden Planet à Londres pour une interview exclusive de Karl Meyer. Merci à tous d'avoir pu répondre aux différents messages du forum sur le site Mintinbox et je vais donc être le porte-voix de vos questions. Just a quick introduction for English listener. I collected several questions on Gentle Giant Collectors Forum, so I will try to do my best to have Karl answer all of them. So Karl, as an introduction, could you please let us know when you started your company and when you started doing Star Wars products?
Sure. I started Gentle Giant Studios about 13 years ago, and I started out as a sculptor out of my garage, just a one-man kind of show. And as time grew on, I moved out of the garage into a bigger shop, and then a bigger shop, and a bigger shop, and grew it that way. Star Wars, for Gentle Giant, we were doing a lot of sculpting for different companies like Applause and other companies prototyping, and we really built up a relationship with Lucasfilm by doing a good job sculpting. At that point, one of the people at Lucasfilm, she's not there anymore, her name was Julia Russo, she hooked us up with going onto the movie set and bringing all of our digital scanning equipment, mainly to help out consumer products, to create a database for being able to create accurate reproductions of people and props and whatever else we could scan. But being on set, Industrial Light and Magic was there doing their thing, and they saw us with all of our gear and went, wow, hey, can we get some of that data? So we started supplying Industrial Light and Magic with digital data as well to do the movies. And then that got us on the next movie and the next movie.
Okay, and so after that, so you had all the data to start the Star Wars line?
Yeah, actually, one of the reasons we ended up starting making product, because we've always been a service company working in visual effects and toys and video games and so forth. But with our technology, I mean, we have great talented sculptors as well, but with our digital technology, often we would do like head scan outputs for some of the big toy companies, and the end product would come back not so good because they didn't pay attention to production, and it started to kind of give our technology a bad name, that it was lifeless and inaccurate. So we thought, well, we need to prove our technology, let's start making product. Also, it was a good thing to do anyways, especially with Star Wars, because it's so great.
Okay. I will start with a question for the, that was offered for the PGM members. I mean, the holiday bust that will be available later this year. So will it be ready for by the end of 2008?
I don't know the answer to that myself. I would check with the website and see where it's updated. So I don't know the answer.
But maybe you know if there will be different colors of this edition. I mean, a special color for PGM or not? Because we saw different version on the website, so we don't know what is the right one.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I don't have the answer to that.
So do you know if there's a reserved number for PGM members, or is it?
I believe the guild members will be able to get whatever exclusives there are. That's the idea, because we've had problems in the past where we've had exclusives, which are great. They're exciting to have, and collectors, value it. But it makes it difficult for a lot of people to get things, and we wanted to, make it so that everybody could get it if they really wanted it.
I have two questions about the scale helmet line. Do you plan to continue that line? Yes, no?
Yes, the Rydell size?
Yes.
That we were finally getting going with that. There were some holdups with some tooling issues and so forth, but we're rolling with that now.
Okay, and what was so during convention? Will it be the same quality? Was it final product that was shown at convention? I don't remember, but it was, I think, San Diego or thing like this.
At Comic-Con,
yes,
the stuff shown at Comic-Con, that wasn't final product. That was
okay.
prototypes.
Okay.
But the quality will be there, absolutely.
Okay. I think that, I mean, all the collectors who own mini bust from Gentle Giant have all the Bounty Hunter set, so we miss Forlom.
Wait, what's that?
Forlom, the last Bounty Hunters that was in the, you know, on the scene on the in the Empire Strikes Back. So we need that final one.
Yeah,
Is it planned?
I know that there's Empire Strikes Back mini bus being done, and I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones. I know that the way we're choosing a lot of the things that we're making going forward is we're listening to what the collectors want more and more, rather than deciding what we think is cool.
Yeah.
We really just got to pay attention to what the collectors want.
Okay. The last few months, you know, we noticed that there was slow announcement from Gentle Giant. Is there a link with the financial crisis or any issue that you have in company?
Well, in the past, like last year, was the 30th anniversary of Star Wars, and there was the celebration conventions, and it was just a big year for Star Wars, so there was a lot more product. There are issues with the economy, and mainly with the manufacturing in China, because the majority of everything is manufactured in China, and the Chinese economy has shot up, and a lot of the workforce has left the factories, and it's made it much more difficult to get some things made, and some quality has slipped here and there at different factories. So that's been a little bit more challenging. But I think for us, we want to be responsible and limited, you know, with what we make, and not just pump too much stuff out there, because it devalues something from being a collectible if you're making too much stuff. So you know, sometimes it's better to leave money on the table, and you'll last longer.
Does that mean that we will still have in the future some exclusive that we have here today, or do you prefer, I mean, the mass market or exclusive market?
I like doing it all, but I really like doing the exclusives and the unique items and special things rather than just mass market. So we'll continue to do that, absolutely.
So we can imagine that there will be, I mean, for the 30th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back, a Gentle Giant World Tour like you did last year?
I don't know about the World Tour thing. That was pretty cool for that time. But we'll see. We will be going around, though. I mean, we like coming here to the UK. We love going to Japan. We want to get to France.
You should.
So yeah, we should. So that could happen. I don't know. We don't have any plans as of yet for that, but it would be great. I mean, I like traveling around. So
yeah, you're right. I gather several questions about the Lord of the Ring line. So we heard that the maquettes were cancelled for some of them. Does that mean that you don't want to be involved less in the Lord of the Ring line, or is it linked to the the quality issue that you had in the factory?
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
Lord of the Rings has cooled off quite a bit. I mean, it was huge back when Weta and Sideshow were in the midst of it. And we've had a good run with it, but it's just really cooled off a lot. And I think that the interest will pick up again for Lord of the Rings when The Hobbit comes out, that's all happening. They're meeting probably as we speak in New Zealand right now.
So does that mean that there will be kind of slowdown on that line, and it will start again for the Bilbo the Hobbit movie?
Probably. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be doing Hobbit or more Lord of the Rings. It's kind of a wait and see what makes sense. But I mean, we're going to continue to make some Lord of the Rings stuff. We have things being done now, but you got to be responsible. You know, we have in the past made just let's make this, let's make that, and then all of a sudden you have piles of things that don't sell because somebody thought it was just cool. You know, you got to be kind of responsible with how much you make.
Yeah, maybe more focused on core character.
Yeah, I think that's where we really want to be. We want to be there for the collectors.
Okay. Regarding now the Indiana Jones line, we realized that Hasbro, for example, drop down. I mean, most of the toys that they plan to do. Is it the same for Gentle Giant, or?
No, our Indiana Jones line has done really well, and it's not enormous. It's pretty, specific,
Yeah.
and I think the quality is pretty good too. So no, we haven't had any issues there.
I'm not a specialist, but I had a question regarding Harry Potter Gallery Collection. Harry and Voldemort. That was supposed to be out by now. So is it still planned? Do you have it?
The big ones?
Yes.
Yeah, that is still planned. I think there is some working out where to get it done and how to get it done in the best manner.
There's a lot of fan of Gentle Giant fan all around the world. So I had a question regarding Twilight. Do you plan to pursue that line? I mean the license.
Which license?
Twilight.
Twilight? I don't know at this point. That would be a question for Dev Gilmore. I don't know if you know Dev at Gentle Giant, but he kind of makes a lot of the decisions on what licenses we take.
Okay.
And go after.
Okay. What about the Stormtrooper and the BHS statue?
Wait, which one?
The Black Hole Stormtrooper and the Stormtrooper statue.
Okay.
Is it still planned, or?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a date, or?
As far as I know, but
yeah.
I mean, I
no
excuses. I know very little compared to other people at the studio.
Yeah.
They run things, and I find out later. So.
And we had the same question for the R2D2 statue and the Yoda statue, so that's the same answer, I guess.
Yeah, R2D2 is definitely happening. I know that.
Let's back to Lord of the Ring. I had a question regarding Sauron, the minibus light up. Is it still planned or in progress? Or?
I believe not. I think that was canceled due to sales tapering on Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Okay. Do you plan to make any Clone War 3D statue mini bust?
I don't think we've done any mini busts of Clone Wars. We are doing the maquettes.
Yes.
So at this point, I think we'll have to wait and see. I don't know if Clone Wars is that type of collector. It's geared a lot more towards kids, and I think we'll kind of test the waters on how well our statues do before we head into mini bust land.
I cross my finger personally because I can imagine that you can do a very beautiful mini bust on that line. So we'll see how I would say the sales of the maquette will end. So maybe we'll see. I had a question regarding the Bloodfin, on the Darth Maul stuff, because some of them have some issues. Is there a replacement thing that is going to be set up?
I would check with our customer service with Jewel.
Yeah.
And I know that we do whatever we can to fix things that are wrong. And I'm not aware of exactly what's going on with that one, so I couldn't speak specifically on it. But contact customer service, and we try to take care of people.
We discover on the web that there will be a 2-pack The Force Unleashed mini bust. Is it only 2, or do you plan to?
I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
That would be a Dev Gilmore question.
Yeah. Okay. I had a question about any Jar Jar mini bust.
I haven't seen anything being done, but I know that there's a desire to do that because it hasn't been done.
Yeah.
And I think he's been avoided just because he's loathed by so many. But it's kind of a necessary piece to the universe. And, sometimes it's great to have, something you love to hate.
Yeah, exactly. There are so many, I would say, so many Jedi in the minibus line. Why not light up the saber in the future?
cost.
Yeah.
That's about it. I think it would look great to have the sabers light up, kind of like the Darth Vader statue that we did.
Yeah.
That makes it very expensive, and it's been very challenging to keep things in a price range that collectors can afford, and especially now with the economy being tight, we've got to be somewhat responsible to the collectors out there, and not, put them out of collecting because they can't buy everything.
You talked a few minutes ago about the issue you had with the Chinese facilities. So you realized that there was a less quality for some products.
Yeah.
Do you plan to fix that? I mean,
God,
on the painting.
Yeah, absolutely. We plan to take care of all those issues the best we can. It's been real challenging because a lot of the factories and the companies that we use, and other companies use as well, have had great work come out of these factories, and the quality control was automatic, and it's changed a lot to where you really need to send your own people in and start micromanaging things that you didn't have to deal with before that were automatic. So there's a lot of surprises for us as well as other companies. I know we're not alone with having products come out that don't look good, and you're like, wait a minute, this isn't how it looked when we sent it, and what are we going to do about it? And it puts you in a very tough position, especially if you've manufactured thousands of these things, and you got to turn around to the manufacturer and say, you got to eat these, and sometimes they say, we're not eating these, you're eating these, and we always want to put out the absolute best product, and that's what we strive for.
Yeah. So I think that my next question is linked to the previous one. So is there a will from Gentle Giant to deal more accurately with delay, because a lot of products are delayed?
Yeah, I know that's a challenge we're working on, and there's different reasons for delays.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's our prototyping. I mean, we've got some really talented people, and some of them take a long time. Sometimes they go past their deadline, and then it gets into the factory and the manufacturing and those deadlines, and then there's all the cost factors, and sometimes things get delayed and canceled because we'll lose money if we do it, and we can't do that, or we go out of business and won't be able to make anything. So we have to use judgment there. But I mean, we're trying to get things so that they're not delayed. Our company grew pretty big in the last few years, and managing growth is a very tough thing. Let me tell you.
I can imagine, but collectors, they want everything.
They can be very tough, and I feel the same way too. If I wanted something, I don't want to wait forever and then find out when it's supposed to be out that I can't get it, and it's going to be 6 more months. I mean, that's some dedication there for some collectors that wait. Thank God there's that dedication.
As a final question, but we could cut it at the end if you want. McCain or Obama?
Obama, absolutely, absolutely, no question.
Ok, merci à Karl Meyer pour sa patience et sa volonté à répondre à des questions même un peu embarrassantes. Thanks again, Karl.
Thank you very much.
It was a real pleasure to meet you again, and we hope to meet you in the near future. And be sure that we'll stick with Gentle Giant for all the line
great
you propose to the collectors. That's fantastic, and
well, thank you. Mintinbox rocks.
Thank you.